The jury deliberating right now the case of Hubert Napier.
Good guy. He's a good guy.
He stabbed a woman to death on Roosevelt Island 4 years ago, but says he's not responsible because of his personality.
Right. Listen, we're all not responsible because of our personalities.
He doesn't know exactly. I think he thinks it's one of his other personalities that did the killing, not him.
Well, this isn't the guy who was on chocolate. That was the other day. Did you read that one?
No, on chocolate?
Yeah, he ate a chocolate bar and he...
got all excited?
Yeah, he's suing the chocolate company for making chill people.
Well, this guy says he has several different personalities, and they even showed a videotape in the courtroom where he appears to change from one personality to another, even at one point getting down on all fours and acting like a dog.
Yeah. Well, then why don't we electrocute all four personalities? Well, 4 electrocutions.
There's Eric, a disturbed 8-year-old boy who was sexually abused by his relatives.
Right. That's one of the personalities.
Zygor or Zygor.
That would be Zygor, Robin.
His exact title, but he's an evil god who ordered the killing.
Fred, that's the same personality you have. Zygor.
George, the one who called the shots and who Napier said ordered him to cut Nichols open like a pig.
Oh, right.
That was his victim. Napier said, I'm a little crazy, but George is all the way gone.
Right.
There's David Applegate, the name Napier was using when he was arrested. He insists that is still another personality. And then there's the dog Demolition.
Wow, there's a dog inside.
Yes. He also says he has a woman in there, too. But he couldn't make her come forward on the day they were doing the videotape. He says that she's only come forward 3 times since the murder.
And 2 of those times he was wearing Chuck Jones shoes.
A defense shrink says the videotape show Napier is multiple personality and insane and not responsible for his actions. A psychiatrist for the prosecution says Napier is a fake.
Can we get that video of the guy doing all 4 different personalities? Can you get your hands on that? You're a newswoman.
I don't know if they've released that yet, but after the trial, maybe it'll be available.
I'm the evil Zygor. I'm a dog.
Members of the jury burst out laughing when they saw that.
Did they? Good. That's a good sign that maybe this jury will come to its senses. Because a lot of people are cleared on the, like the Menendez boy. I think people are cleared when the most obvious guilty plea should be there. They are cleared because they say, well, I'm insane. Lorena Bobbitt got off because of insanity.
Remember the guy who was, I don't know, he was like a grocery store clerk or something, and he got this girl into his car, and he got her to agree to sex, and he had sex with her.
Right.
And then he was charged with rape because she was multiple personality, and not all of her personalities had agreed.
And he was found guilty.
That's right.
Yeah, you say, oh, but it's true.
That's absolutely true.
Juries are incapable. We have to change the legal system. We have to now get, I don't know, I'll be the judge and jury of every case. It would be so simple. I could clean the slate of all of these cases. The court would be empty right now.
Well, out of earshot of the jury.
Guilty.
The judge in the case, Leslie Snyder, told some visiting high school students the defense was unadulterated crap. But, of course, he can't say that to the jury. The jury has to go in and decide for themselves.
You know what they should do? It would be fitting. They should get a jury. One guy with 12 personalities. Reverse the whole thing around. And then you wouldn't need 12 people.
And ask that guy if he wants to leave his fate in that guy's hands.
Right. Let him decide. Because it would make as much sense as what we got now. Well, I'm not 12 people. I'm 11 people, and one of me is a dog. So, the dog.
Does the dog get a vote?
Sure. Once if guilty, for innocent. There you go. Guilty.
This is a sad story. Remember Anita Morris? She was the actress who was in that Broadway play 9.
Yeah, she's going to be on our show next week.
No, she's not.
What?
Howard.
What are you saying? Another guest is canceled?
She just died of cancer. You knew that.
She is really good looking.
She's not good looking anymore. She's dead.
Yeah, you don't know. Sometimes those corpses. What is it, John? Stuttering John with a bulletin.
No, it's not a bulletin. Were you just talking about a girl who died?
We were talking about many girls who died. Why?
I don't know. Apparently, the one that you were talking about, you know?
I know a girl who died?
I don't know. Forget it then. Someone just called me saying that they were just talking about a certain girl that had died.
Did we talk about that, Robin? I forget.
I don't think we were talking
because apparently you were classmates with her, and she always talked about you and stuff. But no.
Kim Nichols?
Kim Nichols. You
knew a
Kim
Nichols?
At Roosevelt.
How did she die?
She was the one that was killed by the guy with the personality.
I know Kim Nichols.
Yeah.
You're kidding.
No, of course I do.
have a woman who says that
from Roosevelt.
I have a woman on the phone who says they used to talk about her. I mean, that she used to talk about you all the time.
She's a real nice girl.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Are you kidding? This is true?
Black woman.
I don't know. You want to transfer the girl in who knows all about it?
Oh, that's a shame. Isn't that terrible?
You really remember this person?
She was one of the few black women that would even give me the time of day. I don't mean sexually or anything, but it would be friendly to me.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's what
Roosevelt.
See, they say the good die young, Howard.
She was really good. Real nice lady.
Yeah, it was...
Yeah, this is what I mean. Why are we not electrocuting this guy? Why is this guy not being killed?
Well, they
and there's
have
no
to
death penalty.
determine whether some of these personalities did it or he did
This Kim Nichols was one of the most... Now, I knew her when she was very young, but she was one of the most dedicated students.
Yeah.
Sweetest person on the planet, would do anything for you. Now, how did he get a hold of her?
They found her in her apartment. And 3 days later, they found the guy they accused of killing her in Atlantic City, carrying her Visa card and a missing page from her address book.
I remember this. We went to junior high together. We were in elementary school together.
Yeah, you were like classmates.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was killed on December 23rd, 1990.
Wow. Snuffed out by some loser.
Well, maybe if you stayed in touch with the people from your old neighborhood, you'd have known.
Let me transfer this woman in.
What?
This woman on the phone says that she used to tell...
She used to talk about you.
Yes, transfer her in immediately. What are you sitting here stammering for?
Boy, I didn't know I was telling you a story about somebody you knew.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I did know her, and really super sweet, nice woman.
Did you know her as a woman? You didn't know her.
Well, you know. You're not supposed to call anybody a girl, especially black people.
Oh, stop it. She was a girl when you knew her.
I picture her with a bunch of books in her arm, sitting there holding, you know when you have too many books and you have to hold them like this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like in front of you?
Right.
Yeah, very, very sweet girl. Gracious,
and you
friendly
never
to
kept
everyone.
in touch with her, even though she extended a hand of niceness to you?
No, it wasn't that kind of thing. What's the matter with you?
Oh.
Don't turn this around. This is a moment. You're on the air.
Hi, Howard.
Hi.
Hi. I heard you talking about Kim.
Yeah, I didn't put it together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never told him her first name.
She used to talk about Howard all the time because she grew up on Roosevelt.
Right.
And this happened about, this was Christmas of 1991.
Yeah.
What are you black?
Yeah. Yeah. I was
Kim was a light-skinned black woman, right?
Yeah, she was almost Filipino.
Right.
Right. And she moved to Roosevelt Island with her family, a few years back. And what happened?
What do you mean with her? Was she married?
No, she wasn't. She worked in radio.
She did?
Yeah.
What did she do?
She was a salesperson.
Oh.
And she met this guy, and
Oh, you mean she was living with him?
No. She met him.
Right. And he became obsessed with her?
Well, kind of, I guess you could say. And he murdered her, and she was in her apartment for about a week until no one could find her.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, she used to talk about you all the time, you know?
Yeah, she was really a nice person.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I always liked her.
Yeah, and when it happened, I think...
One of the few people who was nice to me.
Yeah. And when it happened, it was during the Christmas holidays, and I guess you guys remember.
And what was her relationship with this guy? Was he a boyfriend, or was he just a friend?
Well, it's still, you know, the trial is still going on right now, but she met him. He visited her at her apartment. He was a horse trainer or something like that out on Long Island, or rather in New Jersey. And he went and reached into his boot and took out a knife and just stabbed her.
And you want to know something? We've become hardened to these stories. Robin does these stories on a daily basis. Mm-hmm. You forget the impact. This is this is just a regular, hard-working person. Spent years,
real people.
Always studious, always
Yeah.
She wouldn't have hurt anybody. She was just going along with her life.
Yeah. Well,
you would have loved this person.
Yeah.
She was a nice person.
She
just
really
a
was.
nice person, and always friendly to everyone.
She was wonderful, wonderful person, smart, beautiful.
Yeah.
Just a classy lady.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
He did it, and he got away, and
That
the police
pig.
found him about 2 weeks later. He was using her credit card out in New Jersey somewhere.
Yeah, but he was crazy, right?
Yeah. So we should forgive him and let him live the rest of his life.
Exactly. Yeah.
And nothing will happen to him. There's no death penalty.
No.
Where is it? Where did it happen? In Jersey?
No.
Roosevelt Island.
Too bad. I mean, I think you can kill people in Jersey. You just can't do it here in New York. There's no death penalty.
Exactly. But
What's that all about? When is Governor Cuomo going to step aside so we can get a guy in there who doesn't have some kind of weird conscience?
I know. He claims...
Because this guy's got to be off the planet. This guy's got... I mean, if he's got 4 personalities, electrocute him 4 times and be done with him.
Yeah, and this happened, a few years ago, and he's still...
Yeah, they're just in the trial.
Right.
What she used to say about me?
Oh, she used to listen to you every morning before she went to work, and she would say, not bragging, but, oh, I knew Howard. He was just a tall, lanky guy, and nobody would speak to him, and he was just a great, great person.
Oh, I wish I'd had a chance to talk to her.
Yeah, she was such a class.
She was very nice.
She went to Emerson.
She should have called.
Yeah. You know what? We weren't... You know what? It was the kind of thing, too. We weren't even, like, close friends with her, but, like, whenever I saw Kim, she was just friendly and nice, and,
But why didn't she ever call just to say hello?
Oh, I don't know. But I just knew that you would want to know that this was your friend.
Well, let's stay posted on what happens with this guy, although, really, it's too bad
well,
someone
Howard,
just can't put a bullet through his head.
I'm sorry to be the one to break the news. But
Listen, I mean, you know what it is? Every one of these stories Robin does every day, it's like it's getting to the point where it's almost comical. Everyone knows what's going on here. You can pick out these mental patients. Believe me, this guy...
who cares if they're mental when they're doing this kind of stuff?
Get rid of them.
Yeah.
If they're mental, lock them away.
I tell you
and then I remember when...
get out of town and use her credit card.
Yeah, he knew enough to do that. I say he's stable enough to be executed. And let me tell you something. Mayor Koch, when he was mayor, tried to take some of these wackos off the street. Oh, boy, was there an uproar. Everybody better wise up.
But this sounded like the kind of guy who could maintain a sort of life.
Did you know that? Did you ever meet the guy?
No.
But you say he was a horse trainer, and
right.
I guess he was employed, right?
Well, she met him socially. I think through friends. I'm not sure.
Right.
And a group of friends went back to her apartment. It was around the Christmas holidays, and they had, drinks and dinner. And he stayed on, and he killed her.
He stayed around to snuff her out.
Yeah. Right. So this isn't even just a guy hanging around on the street, like a homeless person.
No, absolutely not. No. And it was just traumatic. It was.
And she managed to get out of Roosevelt, didn't she?
Oh, yeah. She did very well.
When did she leave Roosevelt?
She left about, 20 years ago. And her
So she went all the way through high school there?
She went through high school there, and then her family left. She went on to Emerson College and graduated from Emerson.
Wow.
And then she worked in radio. She worked at NBC the same time you and Robin were at NBC.
Really?
Yeah. She was in the radio there, and she tried to get into television, but she left, and she went on to sell advertising time. So she did very well for herself. But,
what a shame.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
All right, thanks.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. What a shame.
Huh.
Well, that's too bad. But nothing will happen to that guy. He'll be...
No, he'll be our ward. We'll take care of him for the rest of his life.
I'm glad I pay taxes so I can take care of that monster.
Well, anyway, I was talking to you about Anita Morris, the actress who is in the Broadway play 9. That was, I guess, her biggest triumph in show business. She is dead at the age of 50 of cancer.
You got any good news?
No, Howard.
Is Arsenio canceled?
No. I can't tell you that.